Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the presentation of colors by Embry-Riddle Air Force ROTC Color Guard and the singing of the national anthems of Brazil and the United States. seated. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Israel Treptil, Vice Chancellor and Head of Central and South America. It is my privilege to welcome you to the graduation of the class of 2023 of the Aviation Management Program for Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University in partnership with the National Transportation Confederation, CNT, the Institute of Transportation and Logistics, ITL, the Transportation Social and National Learning Service, CESINAT, and the Brazilian Airlines Association, ABR. At this time, it is my honor to introduce our platform party. Please wait to applause until each has been recognized. For the members of the platform party, as I call your name, please stand and remain standing. Dr. Vinicius Ladeira, Adjunct National Director, CESINAT. Dr. John Wattred, Chancellor, Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. Dr. João Vitor Mendonça, Executive Director, ITL. Mr. Fabio Campos, Director of Government Affairs, Airport Relations and Corporate Communications, Azul Airlines, and Mr. Raul de Souza, Flight Operations and Safety Consultant, ABR. Please join me in demonstrating our appreciation to our distinguished guests. Thank you, and please be seated. It is a great pleasure to congratulate all of our accomplished graduates, as well as families, colleagues, and friends who have provided essential support along the way. We are very happy to welcome all of you, either in person or virtually, for the most important and anticipated event of the program calendar, the graduation. I would like to recognize two groups that have played an important role in the successful execution of the Aviation Management Program. These groups have directly contributed to the success of today's graduates and ceremony. First, in this category, are those individuals who have worked to prepare and mentor our graduates throughout their program, our on-Embry-Riddle faculty. The second group, deserving special recognition, includes all the dedicated staff with Embry-Riddle, as well as CNT, ITL, CESINAT, and ABR. The staff members' many hours of tireless work have made this program and ceremony possible. I would like to ask all of our faculty and staff members present here today to stand and be recognized. Please, our staff and faculty members. Thank you. Another important group deserving recognition are the families and friends of our graduates. I'm confident that their love and support throughout the program have helped to make this day possible. Graduates, please stand and acknowledge every individual within these three groups, whether they are here or watching you from home. So I invite you to stand and give them a round of applause. Now it is my privilege to welcome to the podium Dr. John Wattred, Chancellor, Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University.
Good afternoon, everyone. So, on behalf of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, I want to congratulate to each and every one of you. I'm extremely proud to welcome you to Daytona Beach and to the Daytona Beach campus. This is certainly an exciting and important day to celebrate. Not only are you graduates, but you're actively putting into practice the methods and skills you learned while enrolled in the Aviation Management Program. The Embry-Riddle partnership of CNT, CESINAT, ITL, and ABR continue to strengthen with each cohort, and this is cohort 7. I also want to recognize your employers, Azul, GOL, and LATAM, for allowing you to participate in the program. These partners represent the elite in aviation in Brazil, and investment in their employees is exemplary. By providing an opportunity to learn and grow, these partners know that their success is not possible without your success. You represent the best. It is also, it's not easy. Your journey to complete this program has been one of perseverance and commitment. However, you succeeded. You demonstrated resiliency and dedication, traits that reflect the strength of your work ethic. You are now putting into practice the lessons you were taught, and in doing so, your professional development has and continues to strengthen. The support and encouragement you received from the faculty provided a foundation for you to thrive. Their passion and commitment to ensure your success in the program was of utmost importance, and their desire to see you excel in your professions is unmatched. Some of the faculty are here today to see you graduate and provide the support at this graduation. Perhaps one of the most important aspects of the program are the bonds you have formed with your colleagues in the cohort. But as you know, these bonds and friendships do not end now that you're about to complete the program. I hope that this week has been one of celebration, learning, and discovery. I hope it fueled your continued passion for aviation and aerospace in a way that makes you excited to create the next thing in aviation. I have no doubt that you'll take the knowledge and experience you have gained throughout the program back to your companies. You, as industry leaders in Brazil, can share your experiences and face new challenges ahead with strength and resolve. I'm proud of all the work you have done, and I'm pleased to congratulate you on being part of the Embry-Riddle family as alumni of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. Congratulations for a job well done. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Otret. Now it's my pleasure to welcome to the podium Dr. Vinicius Ladeira, Adjunct National Director, SES Senat.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Boa tarde, senhoras e senhores. Greeting everyone. I dedicate special thanks to John Woltret, Chancellor of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, Israel Treptow, Vice Chancellor and Head of Central and South America, to students, families, teachers, and everyone involved in this international certification. Good afternoon, graduates. It is my immense joy that I speak to you here today. SES Senat insists to be here present in front of you. It was my pleasure and my honor to be part of the board earlier, and congratulations for everyone. I felt that you were kind of nervous, but now I think you're more relaxed. Through this important, successful partnership, we delivered more than 200 highly trained and resilient professionals to the transportation sector, demonstrating the tireless work we have done to contribute to the transformation in this important sector. I'm sure that the international certification in aviation management helps you to develop skills like flexibility, creativity, emotional intelligence, and collaboration. And that is why, through partnerships like this, SES Senat contributes to transform the transport system in Brazil, as we mentioned earlier. I wish each of you success, integrity, and professionalism. Above all, I want you to be ethical, and that the value that the most be observed in terms of acting with integrity. Concluding my speech, I would especially like to thank Embry-Riddle to training this group of professionals with the most innovative management skills in air transport, contributing in a unique way to modernize and transform the sector in Brazil. On behalf of President Vander Costa, President of the Transport System, CNT, National Confederation of Transport, I would like to thank this opportunity to be here before you. Congratulations from all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ladera. Now it's my pleasure to invite to the podium Dr. João Victor Mendonça, Executive Director, ITL.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I remember a great part of this program who unfortunately left us a few days ago, Eduardo Sanovics, former president of ABR. It is with great honor and satisfaction that I address you today at this graduation ceremony for the 7th class of the International Certification in Aviation Management Course. Com esta 7ª turma, o ITL tem total de 204 alunos formados. Este é grande momento significativo que marca o fim de uma jornada repleta de desafios e muito aprendizado. Agora, estão ainda mais preparados para decolar em suas carreiras, percorrendo longo caminho, com mais responsabilidade, confiança e conhecimento. Quero expressar meu especial agradecimento ao Sr. John Walter, Israel Trampton, alunos, professores, mentores e a todos envolvidos nesta bem-sucedida certificação internacional. A 8ª turma está em andamento e vamos decolar com outras mais. O ITL está se reinventando. Temos uma variedade de novos projetos para tirar do papel nesse ano e nos próximos. E estamos lá, com o propósito em qualificar, desenvolver e inovar para tornar o setor de transporte brasileiro mais competitivo. Portanto, caros colegas, lembrem-se sempre de manter os olhos no céu, os pés no chão e o coração cheio de paixão pela aviação. Lembrem-se de que, embora tenhamos alcançado este marco, a jornada de aprendizado está longe de terminar. O setor de aviação está em constante evolução e é nossa responsabilidade acompanhar essas mudanças e melhorar continuamente. Mas é importante lembrar que o sucesso não é medido apenas por títulos e realizações, mas também pela diferença que fazemos nas vidas dos outros e pelo impacto positivo que deixamos no mundo. Este mundo está cheio de desafios, mormente neste momento histórico por que passa a humanidade. Mas também está repleto de oportunidades para contribuir, aprender e crescer. Parabéns a todos por esta conquista e que a jornada de vocês seja repleta e bem-sucedida e cheio de emoções. Agradeço mais uma vez a Embry-Riddle pelo empenho, dedicação e excelente trabalho realizado em parceria com o ITL. Gostaria também de agradecer meus colegas diretores e o presidente da CNT, Dr. Vander Costa, e toda a equipe que colaborou para realizarmos este curso. I wish to conclude by stating that we from the CNT, CESCENAT and ITL work tirelessly to promote a new transport increasingly competitive, innovative, and invest in technological practices and tools, if employing culture and inspired by the best management class in the world. I wish you to take off in your dreams and have match success. Count on us. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Ladera. I'm sorry, Dr. Mendonça. Yes, you were right. Now I would like to invite to the podium Mr. Fabio Campos, Director, Corporate Governance, Azul Airlines.
Thank you, Israel, and good afternoon, everybody. I would expect that you guys would be a little bit more excited today. So good afternoon again, graduates. Good afternoon. Clearly, John, I have to tell you that Israel is doing a much better job than I ever did, because the house is full. They even had to get more chairs in the back, so I guess congratulations are in order. But I had a full speech prepared here, and when I came up on this stage for the very first time in quite a while, my heart had started pounding going up on a stage. And it had been a while since I last had that feeling. So instead of going through this speech, I'm actually just going to go ahead and speak to you from my heart and from my mind, because I think today is a very special day. First, I'm actually very privileged and honored to be here, not representing myself, not representing Azul, but representing over 15,000 crew members that work every day to make sure that Azul is flying and up in the air and growing the aviation industry in Brazil. And they're all thankful, and they're all thankful to all the institutions here represented, because it's thanks to Embry-Riddle, this partnership, that we continue to be better, that we continue to do more and more of aviation in Brazil, and therefore we continue to fly and grow as a company. So in behalf of all the 15,000, I'd like to first thank Dr. Watret and Israel for all the hard work they put in, and their true belief that Brazil was worth looking into, investing into, and developing. John, I know this doesn't have to say it a lot, but you put your career on the line for Brazil many times, and we very much appreciate it. And Israel gave up his career to make sure that we could have a successful enterprise in Brazil, so we're very much appreciative of it. Of course, we're very much appreciative of the entire CNT system, and we couldn't have better friends from that system here on stage today, representing the institution, both Vinicius and João. We can't say how thankful we are, because you don't get a single dime from the aviation industry in Brazil. They don't get a single dime from the aviation industry in Brazil. And yet they understand that without a strong aviation industry, there's not a strong transportation system in the country. And therefore they invest in what you guys just went through. So we're very much appreciative of it as well. And I don't want to thank you, but I want to thank Eduardo on behalf of, you're here with us today, but on behalf of Azul, I want to thank Eduardo for everything that he's done for the aviation industry in our country, and for being part of the initial platform party that put this program together and worked hard to make sure that it continued to be successful throughout 7 years of continuous effort. And John, I also wanted to thank some of your greatest faculty members that are here today, and definitely the greatest of staff that are here today, for the 7 years in a row that they have dedicated to this program, going down to Brazil, even throughout the most difficult times that we went through, and continue to provide shared knowledge and support our students, over 200 of them, which I'm very glad to hear, throughout this time. I'm also honored myself, because in the wildest of my dreams, I never thought that we would have a 7th graduation. I never thought, even more, that I would be here sharing this platform party and have the distinguished pleasure of addressing our graduates. So it is definitely with greatest of emotions that I'm up here today in addressing all of you guys. And speaking and addressing all of you guys, a long time ago, I probably shared with a lot of you that at some point throughout those year and a half that you're going to go through this program, you're going to look yourself in the mirror and say, what on earth did I do with my life? Did that happen? How many times did that happen? Even worse, I guarantee you that many times when you're walking down the hallway in your houses, in your homes, your spouse or your family, your kids came around, looked at you and said, who are you? Are you part of this family? And I sincerely hope that today, over the course of this week, you realized what you really became a part of. Embry-Riddle is not just a university. Embry-Riddle is a way of moving the industry forward. Embry-Riddle is passionate. I guarantee you guys that when you set foot on this campus for the first time on Monday, you never thought you would see what you saw. And with that feeling in mind, I believe that you guys have the greatest of all responsibilities in the world at this point right now. Because just like I was back in the day, you guys were blessed with the opportunity of being here. Not only your companies decided that you were worth investing in, but you actually achieved the deserving merit of being part of this class that is graduating today. Not everyone has that pleasure. We have over 30,000 people working for airlines in Brazil, and you guys are a selective group of only 200 that are graduating today. Take that very seriously, because I felt what you're probably feeling here today, which is, how is it that this is here, this exists in this great country, and what is it in Brazil? How do we bring part of this to Brazil? How do we continue to have part of this in our country and giving back to the industry members down in our country and develop our industry? Because we compete on a daily basis when we get back to the office, right? When we get back to the cockpit, we compete on a daily basis. We want to kill each other on a daily basis. But you know what? We can kill ourselves forever, only to take part of one's share, a little bit here, a little bit there, get a little bit more international share, a little bit more domestic share. But it is only working together, doing what you guys did over the past year and a half, that we actually grow the entire aviation industry and everybody benefits from it. And I think that is the greatest responsibility that we have here, is to continue to work together to make sure that Brazil has an even bigger and bigger and bigger aviation industry. So guys, a lot of responsibilities. I know today's supposed to be a fun day and you guys are gonna get a great rest of the week here, but getting back home, you guys have an immense responsibility of giving back. And I think that's the most important message that I wanna share with you guys here today. Congratulations again, best of success in your careers, and I look forward to working with every single one of you back in Brazil. Thank you.
Thank you, Fabio. Now I would like to invite Mr. Raul de Souza, Flight Operations and Safety Consultant, AVR, to the podium.
Good afternoon, everyone. Before I start my little speech, I'd like to say that I prepare this speech in memoriam to Eduardo Sanovic, that left us a couple of months ago. It was so sad for us, okay? But the life have continued. On behalf of the ABR, I would like to thank you for the opportunity to be here. I would like to congratulate all the bravest employees of Brazilian Airlines and ANAC, my colleague, are completed this mission today. The project to educate workers of the air sector in Brazil was born from the dialogue between, starting with Eduardo and the colleagues of CNT, ITL, SEST, Senat. I take the opportunity to praise the partnership of João Vitor and Vinicius, and on their behalf, I thank the entire team of these great institutions in Brazil. It's also necessary to recognize, praise, and thank the Embry-Riddle team, amazing team. And I do this on behalf of Israel, excellent manager of this program. The COVID-19 pandemic stagnate our aviation sector. But even in the face of so many difficulties, we sought to play a positive role throughout the crisis. aiming to make our travel the best experience possible. Despite everything, there are many achievements to celebrate. Thanks to many of you, we implemented new health procedures to allow travel to be safe again. We adjust travel rules to allow passengers to reschedule their trips, and we transport healthcare professionals and ton of equipment free of charge. When everything starts to stabilize and we design a full recovery of the sector, we just came across another two great events in the world: the war in Ukraine and the crisis in the Middle West. That affect oil price, and once again, we'll be challenged to seek innovations that allow us to stabilize our flights. After more than 10 years of ABR existence, we know that the Brazilian airlines have skills to overcome the obstacles, go through the worst crisis in the history of Brazilian and world commercial aviation. With resilience and learning acquired here, we will continue to work hard to the country economic and social growth. The knowledge of all of you and the rich exchange experience that the course allowed will help us to innovate and find solutions. That's why I renew my congratulations to all the students who managed the challenges that life has brought to us, especially in these last 2 years. I hope in the coming years you can double the number of the people flying in Brazil, reaching more destinations. Before I conclude my little speech, I have some words in Portuguese to my colleagues here. Queria parabenizar vocês. A maioria de vocês eu tenho contato direto no dia a dia, na ABR, né, na operação, os colegas da Azul, da Latam, da Gol, meu colega Marco Porto, da Agência Reguladora Brasileira. Então, eu queria desejar aqui para vocês as minhas saudações e parabéns pelo esforço, né? Tenho amigos pessoais aqui, Marqueta, meu amigo pessoal, Sandra, meu amigo pessoal, Rafael Rastrello, são meus amigos pessoais, sei do esforço deles, sei da dedicação na empresa, e não é fácil concluir um curso desse, trocar a roda com um carro andando, né? Então eu sei como é que é difícil isso. Então desejo a vocês um retorno seguro para o Brasil, para suas casas, suas famílias, e espero que vocês continuem trabalhando arduamente para o crescimento do setor, que é super importante para a gente no país. O país precisa crescer, né? E o pilar aéreo é um dos pilares fortes do nosso transporte, que num país daquele tamanho a gente precisa demais da aviação funcionando bem. Congratulations, meus parabéns a todos. Muito obrigado.
Tá mal de amigo, hein, Raul? Thank you, Mr. De Souza. Now to the most expected moment of the afternoon. The faculty of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University are pleased to present the candidates for the Aviation Management Certificate Program. As a group, will the candidates for the Aviation Management Certificate Program please rise? It is my honor, it is my honor to present the candidates for the Aviation Management Certificate Program as recommended by the faculty. Alexandre Eleutério Marqueto. Aline Batista Maia Santos. Bruna Araújo Pereira. Bruna Ferreira da Silva. Carla de Souza Vasconcelos. Carlos Eduardo Henrique de Arruda. Danilo Borghi Fiorotto. Diogo Bertucci. Eduardo Marquezin. Felipe Riso Espeleta. Guilherme Campos Barbosa. Henrique Serki Saad. Hichem Ayub Hussein Ayub. João Augusto Firmino Prado. Juliana Melfa. Lívia Ribeiro Lírio. Lucas Roberto Bento. Luiz Felipe de Oliveira Santos. Márcio Alves de Souza. Marco Antônio Lopes Porto. Marcos Cardoso Pereira. Marcos Tobias Nogueira. Pedro José de Almeida Melícias. Rafael Osório de Togni. Rafael Rastrello Rodrigues. Renata Bandeira Gomes do Nascimento. Sandro Francisco da Silva. Wanderson da Silva. Victor Menezes Viana Pinto. Wilane Rafaela Freire de Oliveira. And eu tô com você. This concludes the presentation of the Aviation Management Certificates. Congratulations, graduates. You may celebrate. Now I would like to invite graduates Bruna Araújo Pereira and Rafael Rastrello Rodrigues to the podium to speak on behalf of the graduates.
Já que não veio. Good evening. I'm Bruna, and here is my partner, Rastrello.
Thank you, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, professors, staff, guest families, our lovers, of course, my fellow Eagles. It's absolutely an honor to stand before you today as the class speakers of this audience at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. Today, we gather not just to celebrate an academic achievement, but to make the end of a beautiful and challenging journey. A journey that we embarked upon 15 months ago, filled with hopes, dreams, and a touch of aviation fuel in our veins. Now, we must confess, when we first stepped foot on this campus, I thought I had accidentally walked on the set of Top Gun movie. Yeah. The passion of the aviation and the aerospace here is contagious. And while our journey has indeed been challenging, it has also been made lighter by the friendship we've built and the fellowship we've shared. I'm sure we all remember the countless hours spent in writing papers and publishing homework every single Thursday and Sunday. No, Bruna?
Yes, but let's not forget the memory moments of happy hour with our classmates, where the stress of deliverables and project deadlines melted away as we shared laugh, stories, and perhaps a drink. 1, 2, 3. Video nights turned legendary. Dr. Robin singing Michael Jackson. Henrique singing KLB. Aline make a Calypso performance. While Diogo was singing Reginaldo Rossi. Will, Tobias, and Marcão crowned themselves kings of rock and roll. And Rizzo brought the house down, singing on his knees. This moment of levity were crucial. They were our pressure relief valves, and they helped build bonds that turned classmates into lifelong friends. And let's be honest, those coffee drinks guarantees, with the amount of food we consumed, it's a miracle our aircraft were still able to take off. But in between the laughter and the shared meals, there was something even more remarkable happening, like a beer pong battles and the barbecue on Israel and Juliana's house. We were learning from each other, support one another, and build a mutual aid network and a strong friendship. So I have to say for one of you, Marquetão, Line, Bruna, Carlinha, Edu, Grilinho, my little cricket, Diogo, the act of jogar, Edu, he is with start, Gigi, Henrique, the king of the memes, Hishane, Chan Chan, Ju, Lívia, Lucas, and Luiz, and Marcinho, Marcão, Marco, Tobias, Vando Tio Totô, Pedrinho McLovin, para você, Rafa, Renata, Papito, Wanderson, Vitinho, and Wilane. We are together. Of course, me and Rastrello.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. Actually, in this class, there were no secrets, no hiding agendas, regardless of the company you work for. Our focus has always been clear: to improve the Brazilian aviation industry, to make it safer, more efficient, and more innovative. We are definitely a diverse group coming from different backgrounds, different cultures, different walks of life. Yet, we found a common ground in our love for aviation and commitment to excellence. We've checked out eagles out of the door and worked together, not as a competitors, but as a team. So, as we are on the verge of a new chapter, let's carry forward the lessons we have learned, the friendship we have made, and the spirit of collaboration that has definitely our time in Embry-Riddle. To the professors and the staff, Marilia, Israel, and Pedro, thank you for your guidance, your wisdom, and your unwavering support. To the parents, families, and the loved ones, thank you for your endless love and encouragement. You are really the most important pillar.
But now I have to say in Portuguese. Muito obrigada a todos os familiares que estão aqui, a todos os familiares que estão nos assistindo no vídeo. Nós que estamos aqui sabemos o quanto foi difícil toda a nossa jornada e quanto esses momentos vocês estiveram ao nosso lado, nos suportando, sabendo que muitas vezes a gente não tinha tempo para estar ao lado de vocês, mas a gente estava aqui para conquistar um grande sonho. Sonho esse que muitos não imaginavam e hoje a gente está tão feliz. E mais feliz ainda de saber que vocês que estão aqui hoje conosco na plateia, estão no vídeo nos assistindo, estão nos aplaudindo de pé. E se estamos aqui, é por vocês também. Muito obrigada.
Thank you. We would like to thank our supporters and collaborators, CNT, ITL, CEST, SENAT, ABR, ANAC, and all the airlines, LATAM, GO, Azul, and ASTA. And to our fellows graduates, congratulations, we did it. Yes. Let's soar in the future, ready to face new challenges, armed with the knowledge and friendship we've gained here. The sky is not the limit, it's just the beginning.
Discharge, yes or no? Thank you.
Thank you, Bruna. Thank you, Rafael, for the remarks. I promise you we are almost done. 5 more minutes. And we'll be gone. Before we wrap up, I want to share some words with you because I think it's important. First of all, Fabio, this is not Congress, man. You can do shorter speeches. Thank you. But really, first off, I want to recognize, we've recognized a lot of individuals this afternoon, but like you said, like you mentioned, without the team in Brazil, none of this would happen, none. And so I want to recognize Marilia, where's Pedro? Pedro, Nikki, and Lucas that are watching us from home. It is a short team. It's only five of us, right? But they really excel. And the more we move forward, the more programs, the more initiatives that we launch, the more I see the importance of having high density of talent around you. Otherwise, nothing happens. I mean, yes, I'm here now representing the Brazil office, but honestly, they do a lot more than I do. So thank you. Thank you very much for your hard working for us. I also want to recognize Miss Meredith Gility. She's checking her phone right now. She's about to get an honorary Brazilian citizenship. She does a lot for us. You haven't heard about her. She works here with Chancellor Woutret, and she really helps us out on planning and executing this celebration. So thank you, Meredith. No need to be embarrassed. Second off, it's been mentioned already by most of our guests, but I couldn't not mention it. We want to remember Dr. Eduardo Sanovitz, former president of the Brazilian Airline Association. He's been a true supporter of this program from day one. He recently passed away, and in his memory, I just wanted to bring his name one more time before we finish the celebration. Last but not least, to you, our graduates. I've been with you from day one. Maybe I've probably was on some of your application process, the interviews, and I know how hard it is. I know how challenging it is for you on top of work, on top of family, on top of everything that goes on to commit dedicate time and effort to go through the program. It is a long program. It is an intense program. And you really excelled. You are outstanding. You were outstanding students. You are outstanding individuals and professionals. So I want to recognize you. But before we go, really want to bring in this very final week, this last 4 days that we worked together. Because in my opinion, they summarize what you've been through for the past 15 months. And it's kind of the highlight of the program in terms that it's bittersweet, right? Because it's ending, but it's also so pleasant, so exciting, so amazing to be here. Like Rafael said, on the Top Gun campus, it really is a one in a lifetime experience. So I hope not only you've enjoyed it, because we want to make sure that you have an amazing experience with us, but that you also remember that you now are part of the Embry-Riddle family, and we take a lot of pride in supporting our fellow Eagles. So I hope that, like Fabio mentioned, now that you go back to Brazil and continue on your professional endeavors, remember that you were part of the aviation management program, the class of 2023. Remember that you have made lifelong friends and lifelong partners at the aviation industry. I think that's the very final message that I would like you to remember. Regardless of the airline you work for, regardless of the area that you work with, remember that you have partners that will be able to support you for the rest of your careers, either inside or outside the aviation industry. So thank you very much. I hope you have appreciated as much as I did, because it was really outstanding to be with you for this past 15 months. And wish you the best of luck moving forward. And yeah, thank you very much. And this concludes the graduation ceremony for the class of 2023 of the Aviation Management Program. We will follow with a reception outside. Thank you for being here, and I wish you a great rest of your week.